The Aseret Adibris, the 10 Commandments. As you listen to me say those words, chances are you're thinking about God, Shabbat, parents, murder, and stealing. But today I want to address a commandment that usually gets very little to no attention. But it has such a tremendous, profound message. It's the final one. Lo sachmot, says Hashem. You shall not covet your fellow's house, your fellow's wife, his servant, his maidservant, his ox, his donkey, and everything that belongs to your fellow. V'chol asher l'reyecha. There is not a thing extra in the Torah. Every word, indeed every letter, is accounted for. So once we spelled out that the prohibition of jealousy applies to a spouse, servants, real estate, and property, what's the point of adding v'chol asher l'reyecha, everything that belongs to your fellow? The ethical masters explain that in fact this phrase is not another item on the list. It's actually the key and the secret to avoiding envy and jealousy. Hasidim used to tell a cute story that Hashem once announced that on a certain day, everyone can come with their pekel tzaris, their bag of problems, put it down, and exchange it for another's. Guess what happened? On that fateful day, everyone came with their load, and after seeing all the other options, they all returned and happily took home their own pekel. Envy and jealousy is the product of a shallow perspective. One might look at a neighbor's wife and see how wonderful she is. One might look at his home and see how well he lives. One can look at his job and his children and think, wow, this guy really has it made. Why can't I have it like him? So the Torah tells us, consider kol asher l'reyecha. Look at the whole picture. As apparent as it may seem that our friend's life is beautiful, we may never know the whole story. Everyone has their issues, challenges, and barriers. And in all likelihood, when we find out what our fellow's package truly looks like, we would happily hold on to our own. And there's yet another point to consider. My father, Olav Hashalom, once wrote the Rebbe a heartfelt letter with a list of communal issues and burdens that he was carrying at the time, as if to say, Rebbe, help me. The Rebbe answered him, V'harei noisayim Hashem. You're carrying it together with God. The load in our lives that seems so big, so heavy, so burdensome, we're not carrying it alone. Hashem is there too, carrying it together with us. Wishing you and yours a Shabbat Shalom u'Mivarach.